Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to talk about the NHK trophy, which is in Nagano, Japan. And whenever I think of Nagano, Japan, it brings back a lot of nostalgia from the 1998 Olympics with Tara Lipinski and Michal, so I get really excited when they go here. So today I'm going to talk about the men's competition, and I'm just going to talk about the skaters that I really want to talk about, not all of them because that would take a lifetime, and I'm sure that's not going to be that interesting anyway. So I'm going to start with Daisuke Takahashi, who I am a really big fan of, and even though he did not go on the podium this time, I still want to talk about him because I just think he is a real treasure in the skating world. So he has been out of competition for over a year. The last competition he did was the 2008 Worlds, and there he didn't do that well, but that's not really the point. The point is he had a really bad knee injury, and he was out of competition all season, I guess I should say. So he's rusty, and you can tell because he had a lot of problems. Starting out with a quad jump, he missed it, and then he just kind of had, from there, just went downhill. Shaky landings on pretty much everything. And I can't say I'm really surprised by that because it's a chore for anyone to come back after a season where you've been off. So I'm not going to hold this against him. I just think of it as kind of a learning experience because I think he can definitely build back up to the top because he has before. So I'm just going to look forward to the next competition and see what he can do. One of the reasons I really like Daisuke Takahashi is because he is a showman, if I've ever seen one. To me, he reminds me of kind of an Asian Stefan Lambiel because he has style and pizzazz, and he just has punch, and he's like a dancer, and you can see it in every movement that he does. And I really like his programs. I love his short program. It's very, very, it's got a lot of snap, a lot of Spanish influence, and it's a tango. But this program I hadn't seen before. This is the first time I've seen it. And it is La Strada by Nina Rota. And what I really like about this program is its level of sophistication. It's got all kinds of different styles to it. It's comedic at points, and it's very robust at points. And it's just really wonderful to watch because he has such a wonderful sense of style, as I said, and choreography, danceability, that this program really plays to his strengths, and it shows his creativity as a skater. And as I said, he's a showman, and every time I watch him, he excites me, particularly when he does his straight line footwork at the end of the program, because when he does it, you notice a lot of skaters, male or female, when they do their footwork sequences, they really look like they've got to fight through it because they're doing all the twizzles, the bracket steps, all of those things. And it just looks like they're tired and they're just pushing through it. He just does it like it's nothing. He just goes through it like he's dancing. And that is wonderful because you just don't see that much from anyone, very few people. So that's what I have to say about Daisuke. Even though I was disappointed in his performance, and I'm sure he was too, I'm not going to hold it against him. So now I'm going to talk about Johnny Weir, who got the silver medal, which I was really happy about because his first competition that he did, it was very disappointing. He did not do well at all. And he just said that he was really angry. And, after that performance, people were saying, oh, Johnny Weir, he should just quit right now. I think that, his career's over. And I'm like, people, it's one competition. You have to he has had a lot of ups and downs in his career. He had a fabulous season in 2007, 2008, not a great one last year. So this is kind of his redemption. You just got to give him time. And just one competition is not going to judge, base everything. So I'm really happy that he was able to step up and prove to people that he is worthy of competing with the best in the world. He did a wonderful program. I really like his program, Fallen Angel, the long program, because it is just so elegant, so fluid, and it represents everything beautiful about Johnny. Because he does, he said that the reason that he did this was because people say he skates like an angel, and I think he really does. He's got a very angelic quality. He's just beautiful to watch. And the music really reflects that. So I'm really happy with his choice, because I wasn't so happy with his music last year. I thought it was real dark and didn't fit him very well. But this one, I was just really happy to see him put together a solid, beautiful program. He landed both his triple axels beautifully, whereas last time he popped both of them. He didn't do well. The only thing that he did wrong was a triple flip, which I think was just a fluke, because I think he can do triple flips in his sleep. It's not a hard jump compared to, say, the triple axels or the triple triples. So I think this is, as well, I think this is just really good. It's going to build his confidence for his next competition, and we'll see whether or not, he's able to compete internationally later on. So now I'm going to talk about the gold medalist, who is Brian Joubert. Brian, who is a bit controversial, especially for his comments about the quad, saying that men should skate with a quad if they're going to win, you know, the big competitions like Worlds and all of that. So he does put a lot of emphasis on his quad, and you can see it in this program because he did one quad jump, which was beautiful. He did a quad toe loop. Sorry, a quad toe loop, and he didn't do much else. He did do a triple axel, but he didn't really do any triple triples or anything that was really technically dense, I guess you could say. So I can see why he was playing it a little conservative, because he really did a bad job at his first competition. It was really a bomb for him. So honestly, I can see why he was trying to be a little conservative. But I think that if he's going to compete with Plashenko and some of the best in the world, he's going to have to get more technical content in his programs. I actually kind of like this program. The last program he did from the Worlds last year, I hated it. I thought it was awful. It was just, it looked like a recycled material from previous programs that he did years before. So I really, really didn't like it. This one I kind of like. I appreciate the fact that he does add a little bit more of the artistic quality in his program this time. But you know what? I've got to say that as I was watching it, I couldn't help but think about Alexei Yudin the whole time. Because Alexei Yudin used the same music. I know it was for an exhibition, but he was kind of copying him a little bit. Because I noticed in certain parts of the music, he'd do movements, and I'd be like, hey, Alexei Yudin did that too. But, you know, I guess a lot of people copy other skaters. And who better to copy than Alexei Yudin? Because to me, Alexei Yudin's the best. So yeah, I think that Joubert, even though he was conservative, he did deserve to win this competition. He didn't really even need all the things that I said he needed. I'm just saying for later on, that's what he's going to have to do. So I really wasn't surprised by the outcome of the programs, but it was a good competition. So we'll just see about Skate America next week, and that's pretty much all I have to say. So see you later.